Let's start by talking about IDs. You can give any element an ID by setting the ID attribute to a unique value. The only real rules are that you cannot have more than one element with the same ID on a page, and you cannot start an ID name with a number. For now, that's really it. IDs aren't really all that useful by themselves, but they make it easier to select the correct element for manipulation by JavaScript later when you get into scripting and dynamic websites. Classing HTML elements makes it possible to define a CSS style for that class of elements. Let's create 5 images that are all 100 pixels wide by 100 pixels tall using placehold.it and give each of them a class attribute set to thumb. We will style these images to look like image gallery thumbnails. Let's save and look to see what we have to work with. 5 boring images. In a previous lecture, we explored a little bit of inline styling. Let's style in a different way this time, called internal styling or internal CSS. Create a style element in the head element of your document. While inline styling was great at changing the style of one element, internal styling will be great at changing the style of many elements all at once. The syntax is comprised of an element selector, followed by property and values inside of curly brackets. To select a class in CSS, just write a period followed by the class name. After identifying the class thumb, let's add padding 4 pixels, margin 4 pixels, border 1 pixel solid gray, border radius 3 pixels, and set our cursor to pointer. Let's save and view. Don't worry yet if you don't understand all the CSS properties that are being adjusted. We'll go over them in the CSS section later. For now though, know that the padding is giving white space between the image and the border is setting the border to 1 pixel gray, the border radius is rounding the corners, and margin is setting some space between each image. Cursor is changing the cursor to a pointing finger when we hover over the image. Using this new knowledge, see if you can create a paragraph and wrap a couple of words within span tags, and change these words color to red. To change text color, set the CSS color property to red. Pause the video and give it a try. Were you able to get it to work? Let's give it a try together. Create a quick paragraph and fill it with lorem text. Wrap 3 or 4 words with span tags and give them the class red text. Create an internal style and point it to the red text class. Set the CSS property color to red. Save and view. You've now seen that we can change block elements and inline elements by using classes in CSS. The CSS lessons will go into much more detail about selectors, properties, values, and give more examples of real-world applications. If you're able to identify common elements now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to give them all the same class so that you can edit their styles with one command later.